There was a Dutch football or soccer game happening, of course, in Europe. And during the game, something very controversial occurred. Apparently, this was a match between Amsterdam's Ajax team and FC Utrecht on Sunday. And members of the Utrecht fan base, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, known as the Bunnik side, and often described as hooligans, began insulting the Amsterdam fans by calling them Jews in reference to the city's prominent Jewish population. So they chanted a number of things that were beyond hideous, including the following. My father was in the commandos, my mother was in the SS. Together they burned Jews, because Jews burn the best.
Jesus Christ, man.
And another chant was, Hamas, Hamas, Jews to the gas.
I assume that rhymes in their language. I don't know. Okay, so I can somewhat relate with this because I played football for a school that was predominantly Jewish, or perceived as predominantly Jewish. It was in fact about 50-50, right? And the reality is on the football team, it was about 5 to 10% Jewish, right? Mm-hmm. But at one game, we had bagels thrown at us.
Oh my God.
And they're like, ha ha, you freaking Jews, and they threw the bagels at us. So, look, this hooligan stuff, it's really hard to control. I mean, no action was taken at that time, and we were in high school, right? Mm-hmm. No action ever got taken. Now, at least there's a spotlight put on it so that they don't do it in the cover of darkness and get away with it and go back home and have another pint and feel good about themselves. At least now we know what assholes they are, right? Mm-hmm. These people. I don't know that there's any action you can take, and do you punish the team? Sometimes they do that in soccer, or as the Europeans say, football. I don't know. I don't know what punishment the team should get. That seems weird to me, right? Mm-hmm. And, I believe in the First Amendment. Obviously, that doesn't apply in a foreign country, but I believe in the principle, right? And so I wouldn't punish them in that way. I just want to show, I wish we had their pictures, mm-hmm. so you can say, these are the assholes.
Right? Yeah, I agree with you on the freedom of speech aspect of it. Mm-hmm. Even if it's speech that I completely disagree with, you should have the right to say it. Now, in this case, it is a hideous thing to say. I couldn't disagree with it more, but having the government clamp down on these individuals, I think, could be a slippery slope, and it's just dangerous for freedom of expression in general. Of course, that differs in the United States and other European countries, so I have no idea if there would be any consequences for what they said or what they did. But there's something really interesting about the fact that when you deal with, let's say, an online forum, anonymity brings out the most hideous parts of a person's personality. And so you say that it's anonymity, and in reality, people wouldn't be this ugly. But no, people are this ugly in reality, and it's a really hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, well, this is a different phenomenon where you have a mob mentality. Mm-hmm. And so they find strength in their numbers, which is even scarier. So it's a bunch of them chanting together about the Jews going into how they burn the best. Oh, okay. I literally can't imagine anything worse to say, right? But they get joy out of it, they chant it. So this stuff, man, it never goes away, It recedes sometimes, it goes in the background, right? And sometimes it gets redirected. Oh, in America they used to hate blacks, now they hate gays, right? Mm-hmm. Now that's getting better, and then now they hate Muslims and Mexicans, right? But the Jews are a constant. Unfortunately, anti-Semitism has been around for the entirety of our history, as long as there's been Jews, and then eventually Christians and others, there's been anti-Semitism. So here it is again, and so brazen, so out in the open, and in a country that seems like it would be very tolerant, mm-hmm. You would think that, and then you get this. So it never frickin' goes away.